Hi. So before we go to finishing Mitch's comment section, we are going to implement some of these tasks. So the first is when we click the alert button, an alert box should pop up with the text. Thanks for visiting Bikes for Refugees. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to learn about this alert. So alert doesn't get used very much, I think, in modern JavaScript, but the function still exists. Thanks for visiting Bikes for Refugees. It's just a function that exists in a browser, same as document is an object that exists. And you can thing it, press enter, and you get this alert. Thanks for visiting Bikes for Refugees. Now, what you can do is put this inside of an event listener, and we'll do it together just to show you the event listeners work like the callbacks, the callback functions for arrays. Syntactically, the JavaScript syntax for them is the same. So we need a button. Our button is going to be alert button, and it has an ID. So we are going to get the alert button. So document dot query selector. Because it's an ID, remember we use the hash sign because this is a CSS selector for that element. We're going to put this into alert button equals document query selector alert button, and then alert button dot add event listener. When we click, we would like a function to be called. So we have options here, right? We can create a function up here. Function do alert. Thanks for visiting Bikes for Refugees. And we can add in the do alert function. So notice we're not calling it, we're passing the whole function without calling it as the callback to this event listener. Let's see if that worked. Alert. Yes, it did. And we're reloading here. So I think we probably want to call prevent default as well. You can do that on your own. The other way, of course, we can do it is with an anonymous function. So we would put the function in here. Oops, function. And we would call alert. Thanks for visiting Bikes for Refugees. And then we get the same thing. So you can keep doing that, adding in a button so that it does the change color. We had a that means that they can do it should be by adding an event listener and passing in make red as the function. So let me just add that on my own. And as you can see here, I can now add change color, and it changes the background color to red. If I wanted to unchange it, I could also change it back here. Body, we see the class has background red, and I can just remove this. And it no longer has it. And I can press change color again, and it has it again. I'll let you do also the larger links. Obviously, that happens when you press a button. we can now have the larger links. When I press it, you can see here currently the size of the links, and we make them larger. All these links are now larger. If you want to have a look at the methods that are available on a class list in JavaScript, you'll see there's a really convenient one called toggle, which is the one I used. So I can toggle my link size to being bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller each time I press the button. That covers this part. And then we have our last thing here, which is going to be this add some text. Let's just quickly check. Whoop, you didn't see my code. Here, of course, we have these IDs: background change button, alert button, larger link button.